Boom shakalaka, the worst year since 1937. Why smart money is loading up right now, and the one hidden trade that no one is talking about. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video we're talking about why this is the worst year in a long time, almost 100 years. Plus, the one hidden trade everybody doesn't see. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. And today, Extreme Fear 21. Thank goodness we were in regular fear for a while. But back to Extreme Fear, I missed this territory. Right now, the overall market down about 2.5% today. Bitcoin at 16,785, Ethereum at 1265, BNB at 286, XRP 36 cents, Cardano 34 cents, Dogecoin 8 cents, and Polygon 97 cents. And if you want to know the top coins today based on artificial intelligence and machine learning, we have Eurocoin, Pax Gold, Caspa, Gaian, DeFi Money, and Volt Inu. And you can check out Token Metrics for yourself. 1 week free trial down in the description. Now, Bitcoin breaking out of this year-long downtrend right about the middle of October, and just recently bouncing off the top of it. Potentially that could become support, change the trend from a downtrend to an uptrend, quite possibly. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody cares about that because of what's going on in the world right now. Mass wealth destruction at play. $30 trillion wiped out year to date. Let that sink in. We haven't seen anything like this similarly since 2008, but this is already worse than the housing crisis of 2008 already, and people are still calling for it to go much lower. As a matter of fact, if we take a look, the number of months with the S&P 500 up or down at least 7.5%, the last time this happened was 1937, right here, and it also happened a lot around 33, the time of the stock market crash. We can see this is the worst year since 1937, almost 100 years, minus 15, 85 years, but that's a long time. And guys, people are pessimistic. As a matter of fact, if this data is real, you know it's coming. Layoffs this month, percent of workers: Twitter 15%, Cameo 25%, Robinhood 23%, Intel 20%, Snapchat 20%, Coinbase 18%, and also I would have to assume that FTX would be like 100%. But that being said, if there are this many layoffs, it might change everything, because there was a chart that we saw, this was back from November 1st, where big market crashes only happen when unemployment is rising. And at the time of the publishing of this chart, we could see unemployment historic lows. It doesn't correlate with market crashes. We can see previous market crashes happen when unemployment was already headed up. But if this is true, where we have these giant unemployment numbers coming, well, potentially that could cause a massive market crash. However, if we take a look at some other indicators, it makes you, well, it may not make you scratch your head, but it definitely makes me scratch my head, because take a look at these things. This is the gamma exposure to market cap ratio. The lower this indicator, the lower the selling pressure on the market. We're now at the lowest level in a decade. Who's left to sell? Hardly anyone. Max pain to the upside. Everybody's already sold everything. We can see hasn't been this low ever. Even at the housing crisis wasn't this low. Not only that, but right now, smart money confidence, the big guys are loading up. Smart money confidence is at historic high levels. They were only at these levels at pretty much market bottoms. Not only that, but the corporate insider buy-sell ratio, the second highest level. The only other time was right towards the end of the housing market collapse. Do they know something that we don't? Again, that makes me scratch my head. And right now, the Bitcoin price weighted by perps funding rate is similar to what it was in previous market bottoms. This red coloration, a negative 0.02%. This is what we saw at previous market bottoms, suggesting that, well, maybe we might be nearing market bottoms. But right now, Bitcoin's structure setting up with a top and bottom similar to 2020. This crash that we have, if we have a V-shaped recovery, could be very similar to the COVID crash we saw back in March of 2020. Support and resistance levels are demonstrated in green in multiple colors. Bull run follows this pattern. So we can see almost identical pattern. And then we had the crash, bounce back off of there, come up quite a bit. So we might be seeing that, maybe, if we don't go into a complete tailspin and everything just collapses. But I'm sure that's what everybody on Twitter wants you to think is going to happen, right? Now, When the long-term moving average line, the 100 WMA and 150 WMA cross over, it indicates the overall market sentiment goes extremely poorly. Now, this is definitely true. Overall market sentiment, extremely poor. This happened in 2015 with similar conditions. We can see that right here. Boom. But following this, a massive Bitcoin rally started. Could we have that? Possibly. No one can predict the future. Which brings us to the one trade that potentially nobody sees happening. The total market cap. People are way too fixated on the Bitcoin chart. Guilty. But the total market cap holds the black line like a boss. We're currently at the best possible opportunity to rebuy before we see an insane rise in all assets. You can see the top here, 2017, 2018. Right now, we've just been holding that line. And similar to what we had previously, where we had a little bit of bullish trend here, we broke the previous all-time high, had a little blip right there. Well, we could have the same thing. A little bit of bull trend right there, a little blip. Retest, potentially, rocket season right after that. Warren Buffett says be greedy when others are fearful and go 100x long when the market starts to go up. That was the second part of that quote by Warren Buffett. You should look it up. Now, that being said, DXY appears to have broken its parabola. If we take a look at chart right here, we can see that when DXY breaks its parabola, well, Bitcoin and also cryptocurrencies are inversely correlated with DXY. We can see this parabola has been broken, coming back down. And historically, when that parabola is going up, altcoins, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies go down. Well, we had the same type of thing right here. Potentially, look what happens after. You see this yellow dot right here? Look at what happened after this yellow dot right here. Insane bull run like we hadn't seen previously. So will that happen again? I don't know. I'm not a prognosticator of prognosticators. But all I can say, interesting times, my friends. The worst market in 85 years. That's pretty darn awesome. So if you're still in it, give yourself a pat on the back. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.